now I'm going to go ahead and route my cabling all the way for my 12 volt converter. It's good to note that you're going to have output for positive and negative, and then you're going to have a orange wire coming off the main reducer here, and that is going to activate for the key switch. They all are labeled as well, but I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct all this here, so that way I can route this terminal wire all the way up to the main key switch, so that way the 12 volt power will only be powered when the key switch is on. When the key switch is off, there will be no power coming to the converter to the battery. And there's going to be a couple terminals here that you'll want to connect to. One is going to be consistent power. The other one is going to give power whenever the key switch is on, and then break it whenever the key switch is off. What we're going to do is try to find which one is providing power whenever the key switch is on and then off, and we're going to tie that in with this cable. The alternative you can do, it's not recommended, but you can take this orange cable and tie it to the main positive of the battery, but at that point your reducer is always going to be on when the battery is on, so that means that you would have to unpower that battery every time you turn off your cart, which is not really ideal. You want to make sure it's going through the key switch. So once we fed our activation wire for a 12 volt converter all the way through and up underneath the cart, we're ready to go ahead and apply our T-tap to our powered connection that we found earlier. So what we're going to do is, if you can see this feed right here, this is going to be where we're going to place that in the groove of the wire on our positive side. And then I also like to make sure I tilt this back here. This is where our male spade is going to go into to tie that wire into our main line here. All you're going to need are a set of pliers here to go ahead and do this, and then just make sure it's faced out. I like to go ahead and kind of lay it on there first and kind of close it a little bit here before I get my pliers, and go and fit that like that, like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and clamp down, and you'll kind of hear this click here, and you'll see that that is latched in there and tight, and you can see that it's all the way around, and it should be right in that groove so it's not coming undone. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and take my spade and then go ahead and apply a little bit of pressure here and fit that into the groove, and just kind of push that forward a little bit, and then we're in, and that's it. So typically also too, when you're hooking up your 12 volt converter line, typically you're only going to have one cable and power. It's not going to be tied together like this. If this is the case, you're not only going to be finding power where the activation is, but you're also going to want to find which one has the power when it's on or off. And you can do that with a probe tool, or you can kind of tie them together. In this case, this is already pre-tied together and then onto the one main circuit. So I only have to attach this main power line.